people need to know that these things are happening in these hospitals. And women need to share it, women need to speak up and fight against it.
New at 6, a hospital patient whom a nurse sexually abused, telling the 8 News Now investigators she wanted to see justice. She's lost one battle, but won another. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Loftus.
I'm Denise Valdez. This is a story our 8 News Now investigators broke 2 years ago, and only on 8 tonight, that nurse is headed to prison. Investigator
David Charnes following this story for us since day one. David?
Right, Denise, he was her nurse. She was his patient. Today, Catherine Burnett, who you just heard from in that video, is no longer with us. But today in court, the spirit of her fight was very much alive.
I believe that if I don't speak up, that someone else is going to become his victim.
Catherine Burnett bravely shares what happened to her as she battled cancer from her Sunrise Hospital bed in 2021. Burnett lost that battle this summer, but she won her fight seeking justice in court Tuesday.
In all reality, Your Honor, it should be as simple as me saying that this man, as a nurse, walked into a patient's room and sexually abused her.
Ricardo Medeiros fondled Burnett and performed a sex act on her on 2 different occasions. Both times, Burnett was sedated.
She was dying of cancer and didn't want to go back to the hospital because of what this man did.
Prosecutors read a letter from Burnett's daughter, who said she watched her mother starve herself in grief.
My mother spoke up because she did not want to remain silent in the background.
Medeiros' attorney made his case for probation, saying the father has a supportive family and gave up all hopes of returning to medical care.
That was his career, and to his credit, he pumped the brakes, he stopped doing that, he gave up his license.
Is there anything that you would like to say?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
As a bailiff handcuffed Medeiros to begin a 2 to 8 year prison sentence, it's Burnett who got the final word.
This wasn't a dream. I woke up. People aren't able to wake up, or they're not aware of what's going on around them.
A second woman who also accused Medeiros of sexual assault in a hospital, who also filed a civil lawsuit, was sitting next to me in the courtroom today. She later dropped her case. She says she is happy with this result, and she says she plans to move on with her life. Denise.
And David, a representative from Sunrise, telling us in part, quote, "We are thankful for the legal process that brought closure." They add, quote, "As a community dedicated to healing, we're heartbroken that something like this could happen." Burnett sued the hospital in civil court, though that case appears to be closed due to her death.